Good morning, dear students. This is the second video of English literature for standard 4th, chapter number 4, The Trumpet of the Swans. In the previous video, we read that one warm afternoon, the cow was tired of swimming and he asked the swan that doesn't she get tired sitting at one place. Then the swan replied that no, not really. Okay. Then the cow asked, isn't it uncomfortable for you to sit on the eggs? Let's see what she replied. Yes, it is, replied the swan. But I won't have to sit for long. Our cygnets will be born soon. So she said, yes, I'm uncomfortable while sitting on the eggs, but I won't have to sit for long because our cygnets. Now, do you know the meaning of cygnets? Yes, it means young swans. Okay, so she said that young swans will be born soon. They will come out of the eggs soon. Okay, then cow asked, don't you ever feel hungry or thirsty? Then the swan replied that yes, I do feel thirsty and hungry, and I'm actually very thirsty right now. So let's see what happened next. The swan decided she could safely leave the eggs for a few minutes. She pushed some loose feathers around the eggs to hide them and keep them warm. Then she stepped off the nest and entered the water to take several quick sips. She glided over to a shallow place, thrust her head under water, and pulled up tender greens from the bottom. Finally, she waddled out onto a grassy bank and stood there, preening her feathers. So, she decided to leave the eggs safely for a few minutes and she pushed some loose feathers to hide them so that no one will see them and tried to cover them to keep it warm. Okay. Then she came out of the nest and went into the water to drink some water. Okay. After taking several quick sips of water, she glided, means she moved smoothly and quietly over to a shallow place. Do you know what is the meaning of shallow? Shallow means not so deep. Okay, so she went to a shallow place and thrust her head underwater. Thrust means she pushed suddenly and forcefully her head underwater and she pulled some soft greens from the bottom. Soft greens, you can say that weeds, unwanted plants that she wanted to eat. So finally, she waddled. Okay, now what is the meaning of waddle, students? Waddled means she walked with short steps while swaying from side to side. Okay, so she swayed from side to side out onto a grassy bank and stood there, and she was preening her feathers, means she was cleaning her feathers with her beak. Okay, she felt good, but she had no idea that at that moment their enemy, the red fox, stood waiting behind a clump of bushes. So what happened, students? After drinking water and eating some greens, means grass, she was feeling good. But she had no idea that at that moment their enemy, that was the red fox, stood waiting behind the clump of bushes. Now, what is the meaning of clump of bushes? It means a group of bushes growing close together. Okay. The cow spied the fox first. So what happened, students? The cow spied means observed the fox secretly. Look out, he trumpeted. I can see the fox creeping toward you. You are in grave danger. When the cob noticed the fox, then he trumpeted. He said, "Look out," means to be careful. He said he warned the swan that he can see the fox coming towards her and she is in great danger. Now students, let's see what happened next. Was the swan able to come out from that danger? Was she able to make safe her eggs from that red fox? So come to the next page, that is page number 39. But just as the fox was about to spring on the swan, a stick came hurtling through the air, surprising everybody. It struck the fox on the nose as he yelped in pain while turning around to run away. The two birds could not imagine what had happened. So, what happened, students? Do you remember that the fox was nearby the swan and it was going to catch the swan? Okay, here the meaning of about to spring means the fox was going to catch the swan. Okay, then what happened? A stick came at a high speed through the air. Now, hurtling means moving at a high speed. So, someone threw the stick at the fox. Everybody was surprised. Okay, it struck the fox on the nose and the fox yelped. Okay, it means the fox cried in pain and it turned around to run away. The two water birds, means the swan and the cob, could not imagine what had happened. From where did the stick come? Okay. Then they noticed a movement in the bushes. Suddenly they noticed that someone was moving in the bushes. Out stepped Sam Beaver, the boy who had visited them a month ago. Seeing him, the swans knew that he had saved them from the fox. They realized that the boy was their friend after all. So, from the bushes, who come out, students? Yes, Sam Beaver came out of the bushes, the boy who had visited them a month ago. Okay. After they saw him, they knew that this boy had saved them from the fox. So they realized that the boy was their friend. Okay. "Coo-hoo, coo-hoo," said the cob. "Coo-hoo," replied the swan. The pond rang with the sounds of victory and gladness. So what happened? "Coo-hoo, coo-hoo," cried the swans. This is the way they make sound. Okay. So the whole pond was filled with sounds of victory over the fox and they were glad. They were very happy. Okay, because the boy saved them from that red fox. Okay. Sam was thrilled. He walked slowly around the shore and sat down on a log. So, Sam was thrilled means Sam was very excited and happy. So he walked slowly down the shore and sat down on a log. As you can see here in the picture also that Sam, that boy who saved the swans from that red fox, is sitting there on a strong branch of tree that has fallen from the tree. Okay. The cob swam over toward Sam, climbed out of the pond and stood close to the boy, looking at him in a friendly way and arching his neck gracefully. Once he ran his neck far out, cautiously, and almost touched the boy. Sam never moved a muscle. His heart thumped from excitement and joy. So what happened, students? The cob swam over. Okay. He climbed out of the pond and was standing close to the boy. the swan was looking at the boy in a friendly manner. Okay, and it was curving. Curving means it was arcing his neck gracefully. Arcing means curving. Okay, and it was curving gracefully. It was curving his neck gracefully means elegantly. And then what happened? He ran his neck out means he put his neck forward carefully and he almost touched the boy. And the boy, he didn't move a bit. Okay, the boy didn't move a bit. So the swan was trying to show friendly motion with the boy. The swan was trying to be friendly with the boy, and Sam remained still. He did not move at all. He was sitting without moving. Here it is written, Sam never moved a muscle means Sam sat, he remained still without moving a little bit, and while he was sitting there, his heart thumped from excitement and joy, which means that Sam was really happy and he was joyful to enjoy this moment when the swan was there to show him great gratitude. Okay, the swan paddled and returned. Okay, the swan paddled back to her nest and returned to her eggs. She was feeling lucky to be alive. Understood? So, what happened? The swan was showing gratitude. Both of the swans, the cob and the swan, were thankful for that act that Sam did for them. Okay? So, this was an extract from the Trumpet of the Swan, that is written by E.B. White. Okay, students, thank you. I hope you all have understood this chapter. Now, what you have to do, you have to read this chapter twice nicely. Thank you, dear students.